The New York Jets travel to Nashville, Tennessee this weekend to take on the Titans in what's already a must-win game for the Jets already in week 2. Not a great position to be in, but they definitely have a good chance of getting the win this game. So just looking into the Titans a bit, their week 1 matchup against the Bears was one of the weirder games of the entire weekend where the Titans came out on fire. They were running the ball down the throat of the Bears, and they ended up taking a 17-0 lead deep into the second quarter. And then the second half happened, and the Bears had their run. They scored 24 unanswered points, and they ended up beating the Titans 24-17. And, I'm sure everybody's seen already the viral moment when Will Levis threw the pick six and then fell to his knees. That's gotten really big. So, a game Tennessee let slip out of their hands. They had it, and they blew it. So they're definitely going to be hungry and looking to get this win as well. They're looking at it as a must-win just as much as the Jets are looking at it as a must-win. Now, let's look into some favorable matchups for the Jets when it comes to playing the Titans this weekend. When it comes to our defense, we had a real hard time, getting to Brock Purdy, stopping the run game. Unfortunately for the Jets, Will Levis last week was pressured on 49% of his dropbacks. So just about every other time he was dropping back, he was getting hit or pressured. And that's great news for the Jets because, Purdy had a real clean game last week. So that's going to be something that the Jets could hopefully get going in their favor. And when it comes to our defense versus their offense, Will Levis is just a guy who likes to hold the ball in his hand. He takes a long time to make the decisions, and that's only going to help our defensive line get home. So you combine those things, that's a favorable matchup for the Jets. Also, no DeAndre Hopkins. They did add Calvin Ridley through free agency, so he's an excellent player. So, but no having Hopkins is absolutely a good thing for the Jets. When it comes to the Jets' offense, they're definitely not playing an opponent as strong as San Francisco's defense. Tennessee has some solid players, but they're definitely not in the realm of San Francisco. They do have Jeffrey Simmons, and they just added L'Jarius Sneed through free agency, and also, our old former number 6 pick, Jamal Adams. But the Jets definitely have things they can expose. The run game should be much better, despite them having Simmons. Brees didn't get a run longer than 5 yards last week until the fourth quarter, so that's going to be something that the Jets could get going. Try to get that run game going a little bit more, and the pass game. They did add L'Jarius Sneed, but I still like Garrett Wilson in that matchup. He's a great one-on-one. No one could guard him one-on-one in this league. It's going to take the top cornerbacks to really get Garrett going one-on-one. So let's see how that goes. But glad to see Allen Lazard has stepped up and continues to step up when Aaron Rodgers is in the game. So some favorable matchups. One thing really not working in the favor of the Jets this weekend that they're going to need to get cleaned up is the Titans ran for 140 rush yards last week. And the Bears are no slouch on defense. They're a solid defense. They're a good group. And the Titans ran all over them. Despite them being pretty weak in the pass game, the Titans' offensive run game through the offensive line is pretty good. And the reason it's so good is because when the Titans hired the Bengals offensive coordinator, Callahan, to be their head coach, he took his father from Cleveland, Bill Callahan, a Hall of Fame offensive line coach, and put him on the staff. So that's only going to help them and their run game. Like I said, they ran for 140 yards last week, and the Jets got gashed in the run game versus the Niners. And the Niners, their offensive line outside of Trent Williams, not that great. So that's something the Jets really got to cave in on and look into. A lot of it, they were getting beat, their players, but a lot of it was scheme. Jets got to figure out ways to scheme and adjust against what the Titans are going to throw at them because, like I said, Will Levis holds the ball too long. They want to establish a run game. They want to have big, long, drawn-out drives, and that's going to be led by their run game and by the game plan that Callahan's going to put together. So something the Jets really got to work on. But overall, should be a good game. I like the Jets this weekend to get back into the win column, get 1-1, and get ready for New England on Thursday.